So, it's the four of us on our drive back from Philadelphia. Me, Jameson, Susie, and Gerald. We're just shooting the breeze, shooting the shit, just talking about people we were attracted to in high school, people we weren't attracted to in high school, people we would, do and not do. And we're going around the car, and me and Gerald sit in the back. Of course, Jameson's driving, Susie's in the passenger seat. And pretty much, we're being honest. Me and Gerald are being really honest. Jameson, being very, very quiet, not really saying much, as usual. Oh, Jameson, who you like? Oh,
Alright, so I guess it all started on this wacky, wild, weird, I said wild already, trip to Philadelphia. Because I wanted a cheesesteak, and they suggested, let's go to Philadelphia. And I was like, hell yeah, I want a cheesesteak. And on the way back from this totally something trip, we got into this discussion. At first it started out as a discussion where we're talking about Susie had been watching way too many Oprah reruns, episodes, or whatever. And throughout this, if your wife did not want to have sex with you ever again, would you stay in the marriage? She had a joke, a clarifying question, and then the straight up answer. The joke was like, move to Nevada. The question was, does she want to not have sex with me ever again, or does not want to have sex again? Because clearly those are two different questions.
Because he kind of accused me of saying that I would leave my wife.
After I threw out the answer, which was not really requiring a lot of thought from me, which was, yeah, I'll stay.
And Gerald's like, no, I wouldn't leave my life. I would just masturbate for the rest of my marriage and life.
And I was like, yeah, whatever, I got two hands. And that threw out like the floodgates.
It's like, you're just gonna beat off for the rest of your life? And I was like, whoa, hey, what did I do? But Gerald just kept on harping at me. He was like, oh, you would leave your wife. You just said you would leave your wife. Like being real dick, just pushing the issue.
So of course, I can't just lean back and just take it like a whore. I'm like, what? In a total question fashion, but that was apparently my big mistake. I said, so what, you leave your wife?
No, dude, I wouldn't leave my wife. He's like, no, you're just fronting in front of Susie because you don't want to look like an asshole.
It was like a weird thing where I was in this drunken haze and I was just getting yelled at. Because Dennis went off, like that switch goes off and he just went nuts.
I'm not saying that I would leave my wife. I'm just saying it would be very fucking rough.
And he just leaned into me so hard about how I said he's gonna leave his wife and how I'm fucking wrong.
Sex is important in marriage because it's the physical aspect of the love.
And he was like, but sex is an expression of love. Yeah, but it's not the only one. I mean, technically, you sit on a couch and watch a movie and cuddle.
Without that physical aspect of the love, it would be hard, but do you leave your wife for it? No.
All of a sudden, I was wrong for my assumption that I kind of was led to. You will leave your wife because she doesn't satisfy you. I mean, because everybody keeps arguing that, sex is the biggest thing ever, and I keep going, so you leave your wife is kind of like a question, but then it became like, I am accusing you of leaving your wife. That really wasn't my intention. I was kind of getting attacked.
Do you try other avenues? Maybe, I don't know, foreplay with toys and stuff like that? But if she lost her sex drive, then you really can't do anything about that.
And then afterwards, he won't admit to this ever, because I'm sure he'll tell you that it was all my fault, and I was the one that was yelling at him. But I'll tell you this, he kind of said, yeah, I kind of led you to that conclusion.
So yeah, it'd be rough. But Gerald, he kept on harping, being an asshole, saying, oh, you leave your wife. And I'm like, no, not really.
That basically was implying that he thought about leaving his wife. Not that he would, but he thought about it.
I came off looking like an asshole.
He got all mad at me because I said out loud what he was thinking.
You know Gerald is. He likes to push those fucking buttons and make you look like an asshole in front of people. You know that. So yeah.
And that's really the end of it. I mean, there wasn't really much anything else. Kind of that's where it came and went, and we're all kind of over it now. But I thought it was a funny enough story to share with the masses. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, sit on a hose and support your congressman. Whichever one hurts more, do that.